Hello and welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a reading for the sort of like post full moon, post Venus Jupiter conjunction, weekend energies, and just sort of looking at what's sort of happening, how to go about this weekend really. I will just say, even though it's post full moon, the moon is actually still in Sagittarius, so there's still time to kind of like use this energy, but just sort of more looking at like how to like navigate it afterwards, because I feel like it was super intense. I don't know about you, but yesterday I was, the tiredness kind of hit of all of the intensity, and I was like, oh, feeling that. So I thought I'd do a video just to kind of like, see where the energy wants to take us now. So as always, I'm going to be using Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot deck to see what the general energies are for this weekend to start with. So what are the general energies for those watching for this weekend? Oh, hello. Yes. Nearly came out, didn't quite come out. Interesting. Okay, I'll show you them in a second, don't worry. Right. Okay, so we've got four. They both wanted to come out. So let me show you what we have here. First of all, I've got Knight of Wands. And looking at that, seeing what comes through for you intuitively as well. I always encourage you to take what you get, because we're all intuitive. We've got here the Tower. Came up on Thursday. I think it did. Anyway, it came up recently, didn't it? If you watched that video, you'll know. And I would encourage you to watch the last video I did, because it was, I think this energy is still kind of here. In fact, we've had this one as well. So Queen of Swords. Oh, we had Princess of Swords, but similar. They're not the same, but similar. And we've also got one of my favorite cards. I love this card so much. Babylon. Lust. Okay, so quite a lot going on here. First thing I got with this one, it is just like go time. It feels very much like we can have what we want. Like, this is the time. This is it. This is it. I feel like I'm saying this all the time at the moment. I'm like, this is the time. Like, we can have what we want. And it's so interesting because we've got the Tower here, and the Tower here really speaks to me of like things falling away that are no longer aligned for us anymore. What I'm also getting with this, for some of us, we're still holding on to things that don't fit anymore. This isn't for everybody, but for some of you, it's very, what are you still holding on to? What, like, because we really can just like do the things that we want to do. But there's this sort of feeling of like, but I want to hold on to what's safe. I want to hold on to what I know. And it's like, if you don't shed that, the Tower is going to come in and take it away from you anyway. So I think it feels very much like the request, that's not quite the word, but the calling, let's say, is like, we need to trust that what is calling us, I feel like I'm saying what I said in the last video a lot, honestly, because it's, like I say, it's still very present, but it really bears repeating. Like, it's worth repeating. We need to let go of what is no longer in alignment. The analogy I used on Thursday was, it's like we're wearing these clothes that are too small, and we've grown, and it's just like uncomfortable now, because you know what it's like when you wear clothes that are too tight, and it's like, oh God. But some of us are pretending that those clothes still fit and that they feel comfortable. And the truth is that actually, when we hold on to things that aren't in alignment, we convince ourselves, or our ego convinces us, that it's fine and it's comfortable and it's what I know. And it's like, but actually, when we're really, really honest with ourselves, it's not. It's like, this isn't comfortable, actually. I'm afraid to go into the unknown. I'm afraid to take the leap. Like, I always think with this card, like, it's taking the leap. Look, he's literally leaping. So taking the leap and releasing whatever is not serving us. Yeah, again, for some of you, you know I'm talking to you and you don't want to hear it. And I get it. It's hard, right? But that's just what the energy is saying. But Queen of Swords as well. Again, cutting away all the noise, getting clear, getting very clear. This has been showing up so much, getting very clear on the direction that we're going, using our logic, using our rationality, using our sort of like discernment. That feels like an important word to use here. Like, it is about cutting away all of the kind of the bullshit, really, you know? Look at her, she's got a sword in her hand and she's cut the head off what it looks like the hermit, actually, which is interesting. Anyway, so yeah. And then, because we can have it all, look at her. Like, why I love this card so much is because, like, she just shamelessly wants what she wants. It's like, it's time for us to go after what we want shamelessly with this, like, complete, like, I'm going to just say it honestly, like this slutty, like, and I mean that in a good way. I'm reclaiming that word. But like this sort of just shameless, like, she's the whore, right? But it's like, she has no shame in what she wants. And this is the energy that I really feel like we need to seriously embody in a way that's just like, I know what I want and I'm okay with having it. There's no like modesty, there's no like, oh well, don't want to offend anyone and all that kind of stuff. It's like, no, look at her. Like, just really, really soak that energy in for a second. You know? Oh, I love that card so much. Can you tell? Okay, so some potential challenges over this weekend. And oh gosh, hello. A bit too many there. Goes back. Oh my god, it's flying out. It's just annoyingly gone right underneath there. All right, again, got like 50 cards, so I have had a little wink there. We'll see what wants to come back. Yeah, that one. Okay. So, challenges. The Hanged Man. Okay. So, again, having a look yourself, seeing what comes through. It feels like it's hard to surrender. It makes sense, right? The Tower is always like, shows up when we've not been surrendering, when we've been controlling and clinging too hard, we've been trying to control everything, and it's this really energy. The Hangman is here, is saying like, we need to surrender to what is happening and being presented to us right in front of us, taking the opportunities, grabbing them, they're right there, but we still have to take the step, we still have to go forth. And it is hard because it is like asking us to step into the abyss, but at the same time it's like, but not, okay, here's what I'm getting. Not following what is true is far more painful in the long run. It really, really is. It's like, this is temporary discomfort, but when we go there and we take the leap, things work out because that's where we're meant to go, right? So it's either pay the short-term price of pain now and be rewarded for it, or don't and have the longer term pain. You know, I really hope that lands. I really hope that makes sense. Okay, best part of this weekend, please. Post full moon energies. What's the best part of this weekend? Please. Oh my god. I'm going to take that one actually. Sun. Enjoy this weekend. Enjoy it. Be in the sun if you can. I feel like that's part of this as well. Celebration, time to celebrate. Yeah, I love that. One more card, please, for guidance. Got 3. Should I just go for all 3? Seems like about 1,000 want to come out today. So I'll show you what we've got. Knight of Swords. 3 of Cups. Princess of Wands. I love this. This is an interesting combination, actually. So again, we've got a kind of rhyme here. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords. Getting very clear, being decisive, taking action as well. It's a little bit action oriented. Being quick. Air quality is very quick. Oh yeah, something I should mention as well. So today we do have Jupiter going into Gemini. Venus has just moved into Gemini. The Sun is in Gemini. Mercury is going to be moving into Gemini very soon. Things are rapidly moving. It's all about the air quality. It's all about the inspiration coming in and like allowing ourselves to be really open to ideas and acting on these ideas. We've also got Princess of Wands, which again really feels quite similar because we've got Knight of Wands here. So it's kind of saying really similar things. It's like taking action, taking the leap, getting clear, being open to inspiration, letting go of the old, following your desire, your shameless desire. That's what it is. Following your shameless desire. Like, what do you really want? Know that you can have it. Now is the time. Like, and again, this card speaks, I mean, obviously it speaks of abundance because we've got abundance here, but it's also in traditional tarot is like known as a celebration card of celebrating with friends, with it being guidance. It's like maybe there's something about coming together with friends this weekend. And because we've also got the Sun here, it's a very celebratory card as well. If you look at these little children at the bottom, they're dancing. So there's something about needing to celebrate with friends, it feels like. And yeah, and just like know that the abundance you want is already here, like embodying this energy of like you already have what you're calling in. This has been coming up a lot, and I'm actually thinking about doing a video on how you actually be the vibrational match for that which you are trying to call in, because I've mentioned this a lot and I had someone commenting asking me about this, and I was like, do you know what, I get that, because I used to find that really confusing as well, of like, what do you mean? What does that actually mean? And I have my Mercury in Taurus, which means I like things to be explained like really clearly and in a very tangible, real way, not just airy fairy kind of like, yeah, just do that. And it's like, yeah, but what does that entail? So if you're interested in that, actually, of how to actually get into the energetic frequency of the things that we're calling in, put a comment below. I will do a video on that if enough people show some interest in that, because yeah, I think it is super helpful to understand that better. And we can talk about different tools and different like how you actually, what does that look like in real terms, if that makes sense. So yeah, let me know in the comments. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some more cards from the Angel Guide Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. And as always, if you like these decks, the links will be in the description below. They are affiliate links, so if you purchase them through that, I get a small percentage, but it doesn't cost you any more. But it's completely up to you, only if you like the decks. And like I say, it doesn't cost you any more to do that. Okay, so let's get to the question, shall we? Extra guidance for this weekend, please. Shamelessly asking for what you want as well. So shamelessly having your desire and just asking for it, being very clear about what you want, even if people don't like it. Sorry, I'm gonna okay. I just got the yes card. So good. Yeah. Right. So this feels important. That was a little download there. Sometimes we're afraid of our shameless desire because there are going to be some people that don't like it, right? They're not going to like your sort of audacious self because it highlights and shines a light on something that they don't allow in themselves, and they see it as like being dangerous and uncomfortable when you're expressing your shameless desire of like, yep, I want this, like, and they're like, oh no, you can't want that. But that's because they don't allow that for themselves. But we have to stop letting other people that don't allow themselves to do it stop you from doing it, because the more you do it, the more you give permission for other people to do it. Does that Does that make sense? I feel like someone needed to hear that. Like, again, just really sort of embodying this energy is really important right now. Not being, I know I'm repeating myself, but this is so important to say, like, this, stop this modesty, like, stop this, like, oh, well, you know, I'm just little old me, and I'm not, you know, what do I know? And no, stop it. We need your whole shameless self. Cannot say this enough. Yes, yes, like, say yes, just go for it, you know? Quite similar, look at them. Got that similar rhyme there. Okay, more guidance for this weekend, please. Hello. Yes. Inner child healing. So like I was talking to there, for some of you, there is still some healing that needs to be done to allow you to embody this shameless energy, right? Because if your inner child learned that it wasn't safe to be shameless, safe to be outspoken, safe to be who you really are, your authentic self, then that's the work that needs doing. So maybe looking at some modalities to help with inner child healing. I'd say shadow work could be really helpful as well. And maybe another additional meaning for this is actually just being more playful this weekend, like getting into a more childlike energy. So like doing things the way that children do, right? They don't make things so that they can produce and be productive and helpful. They do things because they just want to do it. They want to play, they want to have fun, they want to express themselves. And like they'll just make something just for the sake of making it. So maybe there's something this weekend about getting in touch with your inner child. And what I'm also hearing is, what were you doing at 10 years old? That can be a really helpful way to get in touch with your inner child specifically. Like, what were you doing around the ages of like maybe 8 to 10 that you don't do anymore, and getting back in touch with that. For some of you, that will really, like, you'll know immediately, like, oh yeah, I used to like draw, I used to paint, I used to write, I used to whatever, and now I don't do that anymore. And this weekend could be a really good opportunity to get back in touch with that. One more card, please, for some guidance for those watching. Why is this doing this? All right, that's the one that really wanted to come out. Yeah. Courage and bravery. So this also has the additional meaning of leading with passion, leading with courage, leading with bravery. And again, it really speaks to a lot of things that we've already been talking about here. There's a real need to like have courage, do the thing that scares you, do the thing that you don't feel like you are either capable of, or you have told yourself a story that it's not, I don't want to put this, who am I to do this? It's that energy. That's a really sneaky energy that I've been seeing a lot recently. Who am I to do this? What do I know? The good news is that you don't need to be an expert right now. You just need to start, right? It's not, no one's expecting you to like be the best at whatever it is that's calling to you. If it's calling to you right now, it's okay to be an amateur. It's okay to be at the very beginning. You don't have to like do it all now. You just have to start and allow yourself to be led by curiosity. And that's such a powerful thing, to let curiosity lead the way and not feel like, who am I to do this? It's like, well, everyone had to start somewhere. Everyone has started from zero. Whatever they're doing, right? They've had to start from zero. So it's all about leading with this courage and vulnerability, and knowing that if it's calling you, it's meant for you. It's calling you, it's meant for you. Oh, I love this. Yes, I hope that was helpful. I hope that was insightful. As always, I'd love to hear what's going on for you guys. Let me know in the comments if this is resonating for you. And if you do like this content, subscribing, liking, commenting really helps the channel grow. It really supports me and the channel to continue doing this work. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye.